Hello and welcome back to the Sunday Driver episodes. We're back again on automation. Going to be finishing up the car we were doing last Sunday. Um, it'll be really nice to finish that car. We were doing the 1968, I believe, the 1968 or 69. About the same. Um, uh, the Chevrolet Camaro SS we were recreating, but we were going to put our own spin on it. Already we have our own spin on it because the engine is a Vortec, I believe. It's a Chevy 350 Vortec. So this car and it's a modified one. So, uh, is it like a Vortec? No, we built our own engine. That's right. Yeah. Never mind. Shut up. We built our own engine for the car. So, engine designer. Also, one second. Let's go into the settings here. Let's get our music back. Because we did not get copyrighted, so let's hope. Some game. Wait, is it applied? Or something? Yep. Oh yeah, I built a couple of other cars while I was really into this game after last Saturday, and I really wanted to build another car. So this is the car we were building. I went ahead and built this. Let me revise it so I can show you the car. Okay. Don't worry about the warning signs. One of more of the quality settings. The load capacity is low for the cargo volume. Consider increasing ride height. The claims. Oh, I did fix it all. Okay. So this is based off of a Chevy Caprice. I don't have the little side window bit here that Chevy Caprice has, but so I went ahead and built this. I just called it since they've got customized lettering, I forgot that stuff does work, which is really nice. Also, I painted the license plate black, and then this is where the fuel cap is on the Chevy Caprice. I believe that's where they are. It's been too long since I remember, but that's where you used to fill it up. You would pull the license plate cover, or the license plate, you would pull it forward, it'd be on a spring, the framing, the thing, it would be on a spring, and then you'd fill the cap up. And by the way, these are two taillights on top of each other. The exact same taillight, just different designs. So this is a taillight designed with chrome bits. One taillight has the outer chrome bit with the slots, the chrome slots going down going from top to bottom or bottom to top, whichever. And then the other taillight, the one that's on top of it, which is the exact same taillight, except this one has a crossbar that goes across the middle. It does not have the bars that go down. So I put two taillights on the other side because that's it's not exact, but I tried my best to get the taillights in there. And then you got the little side marker light, and also, unfortunately, I tried putting this light in behind the glass. The problem is you can still see the light behind the glass. Like it wasn't like yeah, of course you can see the light behind the glass. It's glass. No, like you don't understand. It was as if this light was sitting here, but it was behind the glass. But it is like it is now, even behind the glass. So that was really annoying. So I just kind of stuck it right on the edge there. And then I got the chrome bits going down the doors. See, don't worry about the lighting. That's just, as you can see, it's all black. That's the way it is. I got the chrome bits going down. Unfortunately, I don't have the rims. I did download more mods, or I did download some more mods for this game. but unfortunately I couldn't get the rims that are for the Caprices. They're more they're hubcaps and has steel wheels, but so this is the closest I came up with. And I call it the Caprice Black because this is the my way of thinking was this was the let's see, you can see this chrome bits down here. This was the the government issued, I guess you could call it. I was thinking Men in Black when I was building this car because they have Chevy Caprices in that game too, or in that game, in that movie, Men in Black movies. They drove the black, the black governmental issued cars, which had several upgrades to them. So this thing, this one's got the Vortec engine. I rebuilt the Vortec engine for this game, for this version of the game. The 5.7 liter. So this is the engine that's in my pickup. This one is modified, of course. It's not all original parts. Red line's at 7,000 RPM, got 457.9 horsepower, which is a lot for this car. And it goes, I believe the speed was a little over 200 miles an hour. Very fast. Very fast. 4-speed automatic, because they were automatic cars. This is like it's a 1986. This is actually a Chevy Caprice, but obviously we got to rebrand it. The Kodiak Caprice, and then black. This is the black edition. So black edition just essentially means that you've got the modified version of the car. You've got a modified engine. You've got modified tires, as you can see. The tires on this car are actually quite a bit wider than the original size. I can't remember what the original size is. I just know these tires are way wider. And there's the engine that you can see inside there. And see, you can tell it's the Vortec version. It's fuel injection, and the throttle body's up front here. So yeah, so a newer version Vortec. I don't know if they had the Vortec engine. I don't know if they had the idea of it back in the late 80s, to late 80s. I don't think they did though. As you can see, we got the front here. This is the best I could do with the bumpers. At least my creativity. And whatnot. This is actually 3 indicators stacked on top of each other. The reason is because the way this stuff conforms to the body. I put one in front here. There's one here. There's one in the middle, right on the corner. As you can almost kind of see it. You get it real close. You can almost kind of see the outline of the center taillight there. And then there's the taillight that's on this side. In the original design, the taillight indicator goes all the way to this seam, this body seam here. But this one, I could, it's too far. It's too long in this version of it. So, but we got the dual taillights. One's further forward than the other. I had to make sure that was the actual lights on the car. We got the grille. Again, I painted this black to make it look like the license plates are just missing. And then also on the Caprice, the indicators are not only up here, but they're also in the bumper too, as well. Yep, 4-door. Couldn't get the right door handles either, unfortunately. So we've got these are sort of like it, sort of. Yeah, I just put the automation symbol there. I can't remember what is there. There's something there. Yeah, like I said, we got the chrome panels on the bottom. The exhaust. I can't remember what type of exhaust this is. It's like exhaust dump or something like that. Where we're dumping the exhaust behind the bumper down towards the ground at a 45, just about. So yeah, that's like that. And yes, the lights do work. You are, but you probably aren't. But yeah. So when you turn on the headlights, this is what you get. You can see they're just barely on. They're on, but they'll be brighter during the nighttime, of course. And then brake lights. brake lights, and then indicator. And then backup lights, of course. Very, very nice. And when the headlights are on, headlights on. Oh, there we go. The headlights are now on. Oh yeah, I forgot brake light up here as well. This comes on. Yeah, when you turn on the taillights, these little indicators come on as well. Okay. Or not indicators, marker lights basically. So you got the headlights. I don't know what's going on here. Tried to fix it, but whatever. Indicator. You can see the whole thing blinks all the way across. And right indicator. Same thing. Flashers, essentially. So that's it. That's one of the cars I built. Takes many hours to get to this stage. Well, I guess not many hours, but it takes a lot of hours. It does take a lot of hours to get everything right and whatnot. Okay, back to main menu. Let's take a look at this bad boy here, real quick. Just before I get started, just kind of get warmed up. Show you what we're getting ourselves into here. This is the beast. Like yesterday, we had the beast. This is a beast of a car. I need to, before we continue, I forgot to fix this. Let's go ahead and fix this. It's a little bit shorter. Right there. That needs to be about there or so. Oh wait a minute. That's not what needs adjusted. Actually, so yeah, the thing I never did show you last game. Let's go ahead and hide the hood. So you can hide the different bits if you click on this on the right side. So yeah, I'm gonna hide this. I need to bring that engine forward. It's too far back. I adjusted it, and then I can't remember why. Oh, as well as if you're having trouble rotating the camera, like we're having trouble seeing this. So what you can do is, I'm going to go to this fixture here. You could do it on a fixture, you could do it on a pin of the body, doesn't matter where. If you middle mouse click, it drags your camera over, and now we're rotating. So the middle mouse click picks the rotation point and the center focus of the camera. So that's something I never did explain last time, as well as this. Advanced trim settings. We're going to go over here. Just ignore everything else for now. Engine position. Oh, not that one. That's the Z, so that's up and down there. We need the Y position to be farther forward. Position a little further back. It looks pretty good there. It's a little far forward, but thinking about there would probably work. Yeah, you can play with the engine scale. Like we can make the engine really big or really tiny. There's a tiny engine with back to 0. Okay. And the other thing I don't think I talked about. Let's go ahead and put the hood back on. The other thing I don't talk about the way you save cars in this game. When you're building cars and stuff, you just hit this little back to main menu. That's how you save it. That's how you save the changes. When you do that, it saves the changes. And when you're done with the car, you can save it. Whatever. Let's go ahead and revise this. So then that's how you edit it. Revise it. Okay. So this car is the beast, and the reason I say that is because this car, I just call it the Wolfing 42R. I don't know why. I like the number 42 and R for race, of course. The R on their stick shifter is for race, so make sure to put that into race and then slam the throttle. Just kidding. It's a joke. Don't ever do that. Don't ever put your car into the R gear and then hit the throttle. Because R is for reverse. It's not for race. Which some people don't get. It's funny though. Anyway. So this one is I call it the Kodiak Wolfang 42R. So this is this is an actual motor that exists. I believe I showed it to you last time. I don't remember if I did or not. Well, yeah, we'll just act like I have it. So this is a General Motors engine. They built a 7.0 liter V8. It's the LS7. LS7 motor, and it's turbocharged, but it's not only turbocharged, it's twin turbocharged. There's actually 2 turbos on this car. Unfortunately, I wish you could put the turbos where you wanted them. That'd be awesome if this game did that, but it does not allow that. So the turbos are like stuck up in the body up here, unfortunately. Like I said, I wish you could put the turbos where you wanted them. Like you could reposition the turbos on the motor. That would be a much better system because, I mean, this car is at regular scale. It is not too far off from where it's supposed to be. Normally it's quite a bit lower. But still, it's still into the body. And when it's positioned at 0, the turbos are in the suspension. They're like stuck clipping through the suspension. So I think we should be able to move the turbos where we want them. We should be able to put the turbos where we want them. So a twin turbo style motor like this would not have the turbos down low. It'd have the turbos up high, up here. They'd be about level with the intake, maybe higher than the intake. And then a big engine like this, the turbos would actually be sticking out of the hood. If you let that, that'd be some big ass turbos. But yeah, so this the LS7, the twin turbocharged. So this motor is an absolute beast, and I did build it to the exact specifications of the actual motor in real life, and it does have over 1,600 horsepower. This thing it's just a beast of a motor. It is absolutely insane. Very, very big motor, very powerful. 11-to-1 compression, 487 cubic inch. And it redlines at 8,100 RPM. Any higher, and it'd probably blow itself to pieces. Fuel system, turbocharger, direct injection. Oh, and this car itself, because the motor's so powerful, I upped the gearing. I believe I put a 6-speed. Yeah, gearbox is 6-speed. I should be manual, but I just put an automatic in there just for convenience. It was easy, just slap an automatic in there. This car goes over 300 miles an hour. It can reach it as I marketed it. It's marketed as can reach of speeds over 300 miles an hour. Now, whether you actually get there before you kill yourself by driving this car into a wall or spinning out, if you can actually get there, congratulations. I put the biggest and widest tires I could on this car. This is the widest it can go. At least like 285 or something like that. Very wide rear tires, and it still does not have any traction. It's a crazy car. As you can see here, this red flashing. So the car has severe issues with wheel spin. But I can't do anything really about it because the engine is so powerful. It doesn't matter what you do with the gearing. The thing just, as soon as them turbos spool up, you've lost all your traction. that they don't even have to spool up all the way. But yeah, you've lost your traction. It's insane. That's why this if you don't know, this in the car world is at least to a lot of us is known as funny car, and funny car because the hood looks funny. But a funny car, which means basically just means it's a car, it's a dragster essentially. This is supposed to be a drag car. That's what I modeled after. Also, this body style, you will not find this body style in game. In the normal game, this is a mod. Because I wanted the so what this car actually is, this body style is this is a Chevy Camaro Z28 body style. It's modeled after it, and it's got the T-top, which basically just means these little top pieces come off, and the normal body's in the shape of a T, with or without these. Then yeah, the spoiler. I tried to get the taillights accurate. I mean, they're a little bit bigger than normal. That's fine. I added a push bar to the rear, as well as I added tow hooks because this is a dragster. This is the exhaust, so the exhaust comes out the body, out the sides. That's where I want it. I tried to do up here, but the way the exhausts are, the exhausts in this game are malleable. They can be modified to wherever the exhaust tips. The very rear of the exhaust tips. Wherever you put those on the car, they tried to forward the exhaust to it, but they weren't making sense. Like they were coming around, like looping back, and then it was really strange. So I put them back here. I also put a quick fuel connector. So when they're drag racing this car, they could after they're done drag racing, they can go ahead and put this car or get this car back to back to their tent or back to their shop or whatever, and I can quick fuel it. Even though this really isn't racing in that style, but yeah, and then put a little retractable aerial. Have to have that. You gotta have a radio, and windshield wipers gotta have them too. Not really. It's a drag car. Obviously, these letters here, they're modified. Are mods. This is a modded lettering. This one's not, but this one is 7.0. So yeah, that's a mod as well. What else is a mod? I don't think this is a mod. I'm not quite sure, but I don't think so. Got the headlights. I'm trying to figure out what else is a mod. Oh, I believe. Yeah, I think these door handles, they're also part of the mod as well. Or they're a mod as well. And oh, this right here. The license plate, Need for Speed Underground 2. I love that game. I think the push bar is also a mod. So is the tow hooks. The tow hooks, the exhaust tips, they're also part of a mod. I think that's about it. But yeah. So there's kind of what we'd be getting at, or what we're going to be getting into. Just wanted to explain that. We wasted about 25 minutes already. 25, 30 minutes. Okay, so let's get back into our Camaro. A Camaro SS that we were designing. Beautiful. So we got up to the taillights. We did get the front end done. We've got the headlights, the SS. Like I said, it looks more like a Camaro body. It probably is more Camaro body, but we got the bumper. We got the headlights, the grille. We also got the chin spoiler. That's what I call it. That's what it's called, but I also call it that. Yes, we all do. Running lights, signals. Yeah, this is where we had gotten up to last time. We were just working on the rear and then we ran out of time. Yeah, the rear taillights do look a bit funny. I don't know if I'm going to do anything about that or not. Anyway, so here's where we pull up our pictures. I'm just adjusting them where they are on the screen. Yeah, as you can see, we got our two pictures here that we were using to modify everything. So we got the front and the rear. These are not the same car, unfortunately, but that's okay. Let's see. Click on this one. Sorry, I'm adjusting stuff. Go ahead and break that up. So that's the front end that we modified. I wish it was a bit more sunken in. That'd probably work better. But unfortunately, we cannot. I don't think we can do that. Well, maybe we can. We might give that another go. Yeah, we might give that another go. Let's see here. Because yeah, they are not sunken in anywhere far enough. That's why it's more like a Mustang. Go back to not paint, fixtures here. Let's unlock this. Oh, did we already try? We might have already tried. Oh no, we didn't. 2. Yeah, it's not going to work. It's not going to sink in. It just pulls this out further, unfortunately. That's okay. That's just fine. And let's go back to, wait, I thought I relocked that, but I guess not. Okay, so we got the bumper, and we got the taillights. Let's pull up that's the other one's small again. Let's go ahead and pull up our rear picture here. Let me actually make that big here, so we can kind of get an idea. Because not only am I showing these pictures for your guys' kind of convenience to show what I'm doing here, I'm also doing it for my convenience. I'm also using the pictures. Alright, so it looks like the reverse lights are in the center there. It's got little tiny reverse lights. We can make that happen, I'm pretty sure. We need to put SS in the center. The trunk lock is right above that, right underneath the trunk. It's not on the trunk itself. It looks like it's got little indicator lights by the bumper. We need to add a bit for the bumper and the tag there back. We cannot bring, unfortunately, absolutely cannot bring the bumper around like that because it's not going to work that way. The bumper does need to be much thicker though. I would agree with that. Yeah, it needs to be much thicker, like twice the amount of thickness. Okay, bring that small again. And I like to just leave it up into the corner. Yeah, I think I think this needs to be much thicker here. So we'll go ahead and do that. Wait. Oh, the 375. Geesh. 5 maybe. 5. Yeah, 5 looks good. Like I said, unfortunately, when we tried to do this, see what it does. That's why we're not bending it around the car, because it does that. Thickness is 1. Is that too thick? No. Yes. 0.60. Yeah, we don't need it that thick. Okay. I think we'll do the front bumper as well, which will come over here. Yeah, the front bumper needs to be that size as well. Undo it. 5. Yeah, that looks much better. Much more conformed. I would say this needs to be moved up, but the way the hood is, let's see. Yeah, it's the way the hood is. Actually, we can move that all up, I think. Or if we can lock fixtures together, probably not. Probably not here. We'll see. We need to be, so we need to move this all up. It needs to be more up here. Yeah. We'll unlock these as well. Then back to the center. Actually, move that just a little bit further anyway. And these, of course, need to be moved up. Unfortunately, we're going to have to readjust all of this. Just because of we're having to move it. There. Oh, we need to move. Okay, so what I'm also going to do is we're going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. I wanted to play with the game a little bit more. As you can see, I got mods. I wanted to play a little more with the game to try and figure out some of the other controls and the way stuff works. So we're just going to use this text. So what you do is you click on the text you want, and then you drag it to where you want. Click, and then you can edit the text here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to type in SS, and it is case sensitive, so make sure to put the right cases in, then hit enter, and as you can see, it's now SS right there. And actually, we want chrome lettering. Trying to look for the non-modded. Okay, here we go. Right there. Perfect. And as you can see, it snaps to center, so we'll put the center of the letter right on the center of the grill here, which is going to be about there. And we type in SS in all capitals, hit enter. There we go. We do need to bring the lettering together. Oh, you know what we could do, actually? We could type in S, and then hit mirror, and then, oh wait, we need to turn this off, turn off the lock fixture, and then yeah, we can bring the letters together without deforming them. Alright, now we're going to lock that in place. They could do with being a little bit bigger, huh? Let's go 1.5 and 1.5 and 1.5, a little bit thicker. Mount, or yeah, mount. I don't know. I don't know about the lettering. SS is Super Sport, by the way, if you were curious. Since it's chrome, it really doesn't show up all that well. But like I said, I got a bunch of other mods here that we could possibly use. We could use this big fat lettering, and we want something that's going to show up. We could do white, or we could do, let's do silver. Oh, let me turn this back on. Let's see what happens if we type in SS to this. Actually, that looks pretty cool. We're probably going to be doing like 3. No, 2.5. 2.5. Yeah. 2.5. I don't remember if adding thickness brings it away from the car or not. Just so we can focus on this. Just to make sure that it doesn't pull away from the car. No, okay. That looks cool. We can also change it. To chrome. Let's see if chrome does. Regular black. I wish I could change the color. What about white? You know, I think white does it. I think we're good there. Yes. We'll do it with white. Like I said, we got to put our own little spin on this. Just a little bit. Said I wish I could sink this fixture into the body a bit more. But if I turn this to 3D, it's no longer malleable with the body. So then the body will clip through the grill, and then it won't look like that anymore. I actually think I want to move the headlights out just a bit further. A little bit up. Lock it. We also need to lock everything, so should we lock this? Oh yeah, by the way, if you don't know, my mouse, my old mouse, with all the character that I had, it finally died, essentially. It was getting to the point where, you know how it doesn't like to hold the click, it doesn't like to click sometimes, and it liked to double click a lot. Well, unfortunately, the click stopped working. Like, the only way to click something was to, like, slam it down, slam your finger down on the clicker. And that's what I was starting to have to do, and then it died. Unfortunately. So, yeah. That is unfortunate. And I believe everything else is locked. This is locked? Yes, that's locked. What we can do is we'll just leave that there, as if it doesn't have any license plates. Also got some other license plate stuff, so we could play with that as well. Okay, back to the rear of the car. Go ahead and turn off the picture. Not that one, this one. So we'll go back to the rear of the car. By the way, middle mouse click, This middle mouse clicker right on that fixture there. And that'll allow us to focus in. So I've gotten used to being back in the game and playing with the game and stuff. The taillights go a lot closer to the edges, so we're going to be adjusting those. I only had one set of taillights, right? Yeah. And I'm actually thinking as well that I might want to remove this completely, and we'll try with something else. But we do got some mods, so we can play around with some body molding here. No. I'm trying to see what kind of body molding we could use. This game has a lot of mods, by the way, for like fixtures and things like that. I don't know why the grills are in this section. Huh. We could use one of these. It's backwards. That's a little bit strange. It's weird that it is. It is a mod, so I'm guessing we need to flip it. Yeah. A little bit further. To flip it like that, I guess. And then bring it out to the edge of the car. Like that. Like that. Back in. Oh. I didn't realize it was doing that. Okay, that ain't gonna work. These look good, but why are they backwards? That is so strange. Why don't they work? Yeah, this is not working. I think they would, but those look like bumpers. Oh, that one isn't even selectable. They don't work. They don't. Wait, what just happened? Oh, I'm in MISC fixtures somehow, or 3D fixtures. Oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I got a bunch of these. These are really cool. So there's a lot of like engine parts for fixtures and stuff, so you could do some real stylizing. It's eyelashes. They came with a different mod. Some racing helmets if you got some open-wheeled cars. Got some alternators, some hooks, some air boxes, fender kits, and some more stuff. Roll cages, transmissions, and some roll cages. Modular engine in case you want to build your own, and then modular heads in case you want to build your own engine entirely. These don't have pictures apparently. Radiators, in case you want to put your own radiators in there. Radiators. It's all kinds of cool little stuff. Oh, I know what this is. So this is either a fuel switch or it's an on electronic switch for the starter. That you'd flick it and then push a button. Truck flares. Get some more fender kits for like open wheeled stuff. Some carburetors. 4-barrel, single barrel, dual barrel, single barrel eco carb. And then some crazy stuff. Yeah, tons of mods. Let's go back to body molding. I don't know what this is. Let's see, I kind of want... This one looks good. Let's see what we can do with this. So right underneath the bumper. Oh, so that kind of like flattens it out. It doesn't body mold real well though. Like you can see there's a gap there. I'll make it super tall so that it fits the whole car. And we'll bring it right back down to earth. I think this might be one of the better body moldings, but the car is round at the rear end, which is unfortunate. I don't know. I'm not good at body molding stuff, really. However, I will be covering this up here. Seam. Need to cover up the seam of the trunk because the trunk actually ends. The trunk actually ends up here, right below the thing. Okay. Now what we can also do, let's do another one of these. And then we'll paint it. Paint it that, sure. So blue is that, 0.1, or 0.01, I think. 0.05. Yeah, that'll work. So then what you can do is, you can take one of these. I need to lock this, by the way, because I keep clicking on it. Get to this, move it up to right above that, and then go to scale. There. A little bit wider. We do need to thicken it up a little bit, though. It goes over the top of the other body molding. Glossy black. Actually might add a new paint. I want it to be, oh, let's get rid of the flake. No shine, no flake. I don't know if you could see what I'm trying to do here. Oh, you know what? Actually, get rid of that. Yeah, another idea. There's another that same mod that we were just trying to use right here. We make it 0.05, which is super thin. Then 1. No, not 1. 0.1, which is actually 0.10, but yes, that's an actual seam in the car. Just scale it across. How does that look? Looks a little broken. Let's just go 0.1 with this. See if that fixes it. It does, kind of. Okay. 1.11. Okay. How about 0.15? Okay, that covers up most of it. The seam is a little bit thick. it's a little bit thick there. But we'll put it right across like that. Yeah, I don't know why the seam is like tearing at the body there. It doesn't seem to matter which one I have. It's like, but it's really tearing at the body. What if we flip it? Oh, we can't flip it here. No. I wish you could type in 180. Oh, never mind. Okay, well, fine. Wish granted. And I will move it upwards a bit. So yeah, that put most of the tear. What the heck? Get out of here. This one. Can we put it back to this? I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, it's really weird. Maybe it's gotta be 0.2. No, it doesn't seem to matter. It's like tearing at the body itself. All of them are. I mean, like I said, it is a mod, so it's not like it's totally unexpected or anything. Could put one of these in. That might work. Oop. I only want one, please. Yes. And then, again, we make it super tiny, so 0.05. Oh, whoops. That's the wrong one. It's the thickness. 0.05. There we go. And 0.05 is also tearing at the body, as you can see here. It's a little too small. So we'll put in 0.1. Nope, that's also tearing at the body. Unfortunate. I guess you can't really tell from a distance with this one. Okay, then we'll do that. Make it a little bit thicker, a little bit wider. Anyway, and we want to make it 1.5 maybe thickness. Kind of give it a little bit of depth. Okay, now that made it worse. Oh, it's because it raised it off the thing. Never mind. Okay. I think we'll just have to stop messing with it. Just leave it there. I mean, it does make it look like because it cut into the thing. It does make it look like a seam, so that'll work. Also, why isn't this the same color as the car? It is, but it isn't. What? Okay. Like here, it's the same, but here it's not. Okay, what if we do this? What if we take our width and we mold it to the edge? Okay, let's make it a little bit thicker by the way as well. So 1.5. There we go. Now, okay. What about 2.5? Okay, that's a little bit too much. 2? No, still too much. 1.75. That's a little bit better. I think 2 might have been. Oh, I'm not adjusting anything. Whoops. There we go. Actually, yeah, that's better. That's much better. Okay, there we go. Actually, oh yeah, that's right. We're using this to cover up the seam to try and make it look like the trunk opens here instead. And then we're going to let's see, what's the tall of these? Oh, that's right, they're upside down, and they need to be thin as well and to the edge. I wish I could adjust this angle, make it a little bit better. We do have some new taillights, so we could look at some modified taillights and see if we can get anything there. Probably not, though. So basically what I went and done when I downloaded mods is there is a, if you search in, was it version 4.7? If you type in 4.7, yeah, if you type in 4.7 into the mod search there on Steam, it'll, and then you bring up, you look for a mod that's all working mods. It was like all 4.7 working mods or something like that. And you just hit subscribe to all. You mean you could subscribe to the ones you want, but so all working mods for the current version of the game. So that there's that. All right. Let's see where we need. We need to do the bumper, the rest of the bumper, which is where the tag goes. So first off, we need to put the tag in here. I got a bunch more number plates, so all your favorite games. That's like indented. Alright, so tag goes down here. This one. Yeah, put it on the thing. We'll make that chrome. There we go. Oop. Okay, we need to lock that as well. Lock the taillights. It's that little thing. Lock that. Lock that. Okay. That's just so you don't accidentally mess something up. So the tag is right there below. And we do have it in the center. Yep, it snaps to the center. So we got it set on. So it's right below the bumper. It is indented, but I don't think we're going to be able to do that. But we will be going to this, which is, oh, it's like a bumper all by itself. Is it this one? I think so. We're going to rotate this to 90. And we're going to scale this down. Does it go down the entire length of the license plate? Or the entire thing? Yes, it does. So let's go 0.35. And then thickness is 1. And width is 1.5. Yeah, 1.5 will work. Okay, then we'll drag this over. Also, we'll turn on the mirror. No. Yeah, we'll just keep that at 1. That actually looks really good. Okay. So it goes up about halfway up the bumper. So those deals. So thickness, we're going to go 0.5 then. Okay, that's a bit too much. 0.4. Yeah, that'll probably work. Just got to adjust. And this game is when you're doing like building like this and stuff like that, it's all about just playing around with things and seeing what happens. You gotta experiment. Okay, maybe 2. Oops. Wait, what? What just happened? How far are they away from the license plate? They're actually a decent distance. They're almost to. They're about like this. Ish. Okay. And then we're going to not a tag light or not a tag. Back to editable to editable text. We're going to go with the white again, the white embossed. Put that right in the center there. And type in SS, of course. I do like this. Okay, we are going to have to thicken them up or something just to get them to fit. Let's go 2, 2, aha, and 2. Yeah. We'll center them on that. Very good. Also, we need to lock the. Keep forgetting to lock our fixtures, so we can't move them after we're happy where they're being placed. Okay, so then we go to, I believe it's MISC fixtures. And we grab ourselves a lock. And I've got all kinds of really weird and fun stuff in here. I think probably just this will probably work. And based on the style or the position. Actually, can I paint this black? Yes, I can. Okay, that looks much better anyway. And then we're going to go 1.5, 1.5, and 1.5. And move it downwards a little bit. There we go. Yeah, it's one of those types of locks, I bet. Let's turn this back to 1. Oh, whoops. 1. It's not as thick. But yeah, basically you put your key in, turn the lock, and then you push the lock button in, and that would pop the trunk open. That's how those work. So not too bad. Yeah, I'm just going to go with the white because it's hard to see otherwise. So not too bad, not too bad. It does look a little bit weird, a little bit cartoonish. Because the rear is so tall compared to the actual car. And what I mean is this way. Like I said, I don't know if you can see my mouse. See my mouse? No. I don't know. Weird. That you can see my mouse. Whatever. I should be capturing my cursor anyway. Yeah, it's because of the tallness. So, like from the top of the little tail fin spoiler thing, all the way down to the bottom of the license plate, that tallness is way too tall. Like, it needs to be smaller, but I can't do anything about that. There's actually nothing you can do about that. That's just the car. We could ever make everything thicker to try and cover that up a bit, but again, it's just one of them things. Now, we do need to go back to... I'm going to go back to taillight. We're going to grab a single light here. That'll probably work. Yeah, buddy. Okay. That's all fine there. We just need to turn this light. That was fine. To backup light. And then same with this. This has got to be white. So we're going to grab one of these here. That'll probably work there. We can't even see it, so we can't even know what we're changing here. Backup light. Okay. Oops. That back. Let's adjust the thickness, see if we can get it to pop out. Okay. We might actually, instead of adjusting the thickness, we might actually just turn it to 3D. That'll probably work. That's 0.25 and 0.25. There we go. What we'll do is we'll move it. Try to get it center here. That's about right. That blue arrow. There we go. Okay. So now, I know they stick out a bit. It's a little bit strange. Can we turn these back to 2D? I want them to kind of match the taillights. Surface lock on works. Actually, that works really, really well. Um, 1.25. I want them sticking out ever so slightly. Okay. I don't know why they're 1.5. 2. Oh wow, look how thick the glass is. Okay, maybe those won't work. Do we have a different one? No, we don't have a different one. That's a square per se. I mean, that was a diamond, so that would probably work if we just rotate it, but... Oh, and that's a modded taillight, so I don't even know if that's going to work. Like, this one will work, it's weird. It's weird how it is. It's just very strange. So 1.5. See, when we turn it sideways, look how thick the glass is there. Oh, we weren't adjusting anything. 5. Yeah, that'll probably work. We just need to test the light, make sure it works. Alright. Yeah, that's not working. Give me this one. Oh, they are working, it's just very, very dim. Yeah, we can probably adjust that. Yeah, they're really, really dim. Probably because the type of taillight. Like I said, we could try something else. These maybe. Let's change that to this probably, or this. Yeah, that. And yeah, that is reverse light. And this reverse light. Those are much brighter. Okay. Can we rotate them? I don't know what the rotation is exactly, so we'll just rotate them manually. Oh yeah, 45. I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and delete those. Oop. I will move them right into the center. Let's turn this off for just a second, just so we can adjust. Yeah, that works right there. And then we want to scale it to about like that there. Let's test it. Yeah, that's much better. So now when we turn on the taillights, very nice. We did get all the lighting working on the taillights, didn't we? No, we did not. We did not even adjust, I don't think. No, they're not even working. Okay, we did not do anything with that. Oh, we did, but why isn't it working? Brake light, tail light, headlight, tail light. Why aren't those working? It's so weird. Okay, that's locked, that's locked. Oh, that was not locked. Haha, the lock is not locked. Now it's locked. Click. It's locked with a click. Yeah, let's lock that one. Okay, so what we need to do then is we need to adjust these. So taillight, 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 taillight. All the bulbs are all taillights. The taillights are on, but they're not. Like you can't see them. These should also be, these are indicators. Wait, indicator, yeah, indicator, brake lights. These should also be taillights. Let's go with these ones. These ones are actually much better. They're red, they're like red LEDs. Be much brighter. That's all set to taillight. Okay, taillights now. I don't know why that's not working. Brake lights work. They're a little dim, but maybe if we get a better glass. That's too dark. Let's go with that. Oh, jeez. That kit is not working. It's just like, yeah, the brake lights work, but the rest of it does not for some reason. I don't know why it's having such issue here. I'll try and fix it though. Okay. For some reason, these are not coming on. I'm thinking maybe it's because of the glass type. Alright, I went ahead and pulled you guys out for a minute just to do some playing around to see why that was happening, why the taillights weren't working properly. And I'm an idiot, you guys were probably screaming at me the entire time. It's the body molding here. Watch this. Now, look at that. And now if we hit the taillights, and then brake lights. So yeah, what it was is the body molding was clipping into the taillights because the taillights are actual 3D fixtures, like super 3D. You can see here. That does mean I think we need to put these back. These are too bright now. So yeah, put them back to that. Indicators. I don't know if I turn this on to taillight, brake light. Which one's this one? Oh, this one's indicator. So let's do that indicator, brake light. We always change this back. Yeah, they're a little bit bright, aren't they? So taillights, brake lights, indicator. You really can't tell what's going on there. I think these need to be swapped. So the glass is going to be taillights. And these will be. So that one's indicator. Alright, so if we turn on the taillights, brake lights. This one's indicator, so indicator, brake light, brake light, brake light. There we go. Okay, so we've got indicator here, brake light, brake light. So now they're not as dim, or not as bright now. Yeah, that works much better. Okay. You can see the taillights are on, and then when you press the brakes, they get much brighter. And then even with the brakes on, indicator, and indicator on this side. You can kind of see it through the UI there. Okay, and then of course our reverse lights. Yes. Very nice. Okay. I'm happy with it now. Or not happy with it, but I'm happy that works there. So now we got to figure out what to do with this. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this skinny like this. And then move it up so that it kind of covers that. Scale it up to the taillight. And scale it across to cover. Scale it all the way across. Scale it down a little bit. Oh, we need a second one as well. detail. Yeah, you can tell there's something there. Dang it. One. Okay, that's even worse. 2. 2.5. Yeah, you can definitely tell there's something there, fortunately. We really can't do much about it, I'm afraid. Like, we do that, but it's not going to work the way we want it, essentially. Because reasons. We can make it, we'll make it 1, and then we'll just bring it in. Bring it in to just cover the seams. We can go right up to the taillights, maybe. Yeah, that's all we're trying to do, is we're trying to cover the seam of the old stuff. Let's see, what is this? Okay, it's just a normal one, so let's relock that. Taillights, relock them. Those are locked. That's locked, that's locked, that's locked. That's locked. That's locked, that's locked, okay. We'll go back over to body molding. Grab another one of these. And just to kind of blend everything in. Do that, and I will bring this right up to the edge of the taillights. There we go. And we'll lock this one in place. Then we'll grab another one. Just because these are slightly different color, it's really annoying. But we can at least try to make it somewhat work. Go there. Yeah, don't they look like different colors? Isn't that weird? It's like really strange. It automatically applies the same paint. But this is really strange to me. Why it's doing this. 1.25. That'll work. And then we'll scale this across to the edges of the taillight. Oh. Okay. 1.5. That work. Yeah, that kind of molds it together a little bit better. You know, I'm not too upset with that. It does look like a seam across as well. Looks good. I'm not too upset with that. I think that works pretty darn well. So yeah, we've got our taillights and stuff working. Let's make this image big again. Trying to find out where the exhausts are. The exhausts look like they dump out behind the tires. We might try something a little bit different though. We might try dumping out in front of the rear tires. I'm actually going to turn this off for just a little bit. Now we kind of see what we're messing with here. Turn this off. Okay, everything should be. Oh, that's not locked. So yeah, everything should be locked. Looks like it is. Okay. Let's grab the exhaust tips. So I've got a bunch of different ones. And some crazy ones as well. So this is what I used for the other car, use the dual exhaust. Could do a single exhaust dump out the side here. So like right behind me. Yeah. Oh, and we want to mirror that. So yeah, now what you can do is if you go over to drivetrain, and it is a longitudinal rear-wheel drive, which means the engine is here, the transmission's here, and it's rear-wheel drive. So I'll put the engine in. As you can see, the exhausts, they morph to where the exhaust tips are. So even if we were to, let's go back to fixtures, and we move this, see that the exhausts move with it. The only problem is if you try to go any further forward with the exhausts, see what happens. What the hell's going on with that? Why can't you put exhausts up here? Why is the game, like, even if you go too far forward, as you can see, the exhausts just go out the back. Yeah, the original design. And sometimes it's better just to go 3D mode. And the exhausts will conform to it. That's a little too close for comfort. The old exhaust pipes. Could go there. That might be a good spot. Just tip it out the sides there. Yeah, you can go real nuts with some of these Triforce exhaust. That looks fun. Hilarious. We go triple exhaust with some body molding, so we could do like half of the over here. If we do a mirror, we do that. That looks pretty crazy, I must say so. Self-fair, a little bit nutty. We can get real crazy with it. These are supposed to be for side exhausts for leg, what you'd call leg burners, I guess. The reason they're called leg burners because when you get out of the car, they burn your legs. Just funny. I also got some other body molding exhausts, like here. So we could do like stuff like this. And they also come in this style. This style is a little bit weird though. They also come in that style. Very strange. Those more like race car exhaust styles. These exhausts do work, but they don't work at the same time. Like, they should have, when they did the exhaust for these, they should have connected them together because the exhausts won't morph to that. Yeah, got several different exhaust designs. Do this one. It's not bad. Delete those. Move these. Hear them. But yeah, like I said, they got several different exhaust designs for these type. Go like this. That brings the exhausts more towards the center, around where the fuel tank would be. You could do this type where the exhausts have to go up, and then I guess it doesn't really work, does it? Yeah, they're trying to attach. Gotta give them credit for that. They're trying. Several different ones. Those ones are probably the better ones. So we could do that. That ain't too bad. We could also do the standard. Do the standard beam NG exhausts. Have them sticking out the body. Like that. Or we could have just normal ones. Like this, so then you'd put those down here. Right below. So these are all, you can tell which one's mods, which is not, obviously. It says mod on it. I can't decide what type of exhausts we should do. Can't really decide. Let's do singles. This. Like those. That one here. Oops. And also, if we do 3D, and rotate. Oh, that's not rotating. Oop. Rotate this way. Flip them. There we go. So that makes a little bit more sense. Right there, curved on the rear end of them. Do some crazy stuff. So put them like that. A little bit nutty with some of these. I don't know. Like I said, I can't really decide. We could do triple. You know, I haven't actually got to use these yet. Let's do those ones. Let's go on this side actually. Let's delete these. And then let's mirror. Okay, so it's got to be these ones then. Not those. These ones. There we go. Scale them. 1.2. No, one is actually. Let's just go with one. I actually want to do 0.5, so a little bit thinner. Not sticking up quite as far. Yeah, let's go with crazy exhausts. I'll move them outwards. I like there. Yeah, like a triple threat exhaust set. Nah, too much. We'll go with the dual, the twin tip body, I guess. It's just because the body's so thick right here, it makes more sense to have. Them. Let me out here, but we'll make them 1.5. 1.5. Okay, no, 0.5 actually. And then 1.5. And then, of course, mirror. And there we go. Nice big bore exhaust. They're quite thin as well. Down, out. Like there. There we go. That don't look too bad. Or just do that. And we can have these at 1.5. Perfect exhaust tips. And if we're going to do that, we'll move them in to about the center of the taillights there. That ain't too bad. I think we'll stick with that. That ain't too bad. We'll stick with that. Okay. That way we can move on here. Alright. We spent so long deciding the exhausts, we only got 30 minutes left. Apologies. Holy crap. Didn't realize we were spending so much time on this. Let's bring the image. Where is the filler on a Camaro? I'm not sure. I've never owned one, so I really don't know. I'm going to guess that it's probably either it's in the trunk behind the license plate, which would make sense. That's way too low, or it's on the passenger side, but that'd be really weird as well. Maybe we just don't worry about it for now. We do want those side vents though. I have an idea for that. So here's all of our normal vents. It says these are hood vents, but I think I want them for right here. Flip it. Okay, flip it this way. Yeah, there you go. And then, is that about close? It's more down towards the bottom of the body. It's just kind of slotted vents. Let's delete that. That one's not gonna work. I want it to. Master square vent. It's a slotted vent, but it's weird. Like it's kind of curved. It's curved to kind of match the fender, but kind of not at the same time. It might be one of these might work. Which way is this? So it's slotted up and down rather than side to side. I don't think we're gonna find that. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. Scale. So we need to make this 2. That'll probably work. And then move it. Actually, I want to make this 1.5. Make it a little bit deeper. So this won't be exact. 0.75, I think. Yeah. Like that. So I think the vents are going the wrong way. Let's see on the car. That might be just a body statement. It's actually a lot smaller than this scale. So what 0.5? Yeah, it's a bit like that. And then 0.5. A bit like that. And then it's like up here. And then the outer edges are chrome. And then, yeah, the edges of it, like these are chrome as well, but also not. So we'll just leave it at not. So a bit there. Ain't too bad. Yeah, that's about what it's like. It's a little close, I think. To here. Yeah. It's close enough for my liking anyway. And maybe we can go back to 1 now. So it's not so deep. Five. Yeah. Not super deep, so okay. That works. I suppose we could have used these instead. Let's use these instead. Alright, so 0.5, 0.5, and 1.5. 0.5, 0.5, 1.5. And turn this to chrome. See this one? Oh, I think. Well, it's got a little bit of a. It's got a little bit of an angle to it, I guess. I don't think that's exactly what I wanted there. Like I thought this, surely this is angled. That'll work. Oh wait, can we change this to this? That's actually more of the style, I guess. Like if there was a better one, which I don't think there is. Like these ones were kind of okay, but there's vents and then there's grills. We also got some modded grills as well, so one of these could work for replacing what we have. I'm just looking at what kind of styles there are that would match what we need. Now I think what we have is probably the best. Like this one might work. Let's see here. Does it sink in? No, it does not sink in. It just pushes that back. So yeah, that one wasn't gonna work then. So I'm just taking a look, don't worry. It'll all be over soon. I think this is what we have. Let me make it dummy thick. Yeah, see how thick it has to be in order to sink in that far? Oh, look at this. We'll just stick with what we have. I think we're okay. Looks more like a Mustang, but it's fine. Okay, so um, right above where the bumper would be, if it could bend around the body, we need a little indicator there. So we go to taillight. What would probably work the best? Probably what we just grabbed. Which one is this? And it's just right there. Okay. And then I want it the same as these, so we're going to change the bulb type to be this. And change this to be this. And both of these are going to be taillights. Because it's just a little marker light. It's not doesn't do any. It doesn't have any special function, at least to my knowledge. And we want to rotate it 45, and then we can use this to be right above the bumper. It's about here-ish. Okay, and then the size is really tiny. It's like that. Is it a rectangle? It is. Okay. So 0.5. Oh, how would we do that? Uh-oh. I don't know if we're going to be able to do that. Because... Oh, wait. We could do that. Hold on. So we... 0.5, 0.5, 0.5 across the board. Okay. So here's how we do that. Got a second one. Change it to be the same as this. Change it to be the same as that. We go 0.5 across the board. And then we rotate it 45. And yeah, move it. So it may be a dual, but oh, we can change this as well. Change this to body color. Change that to body color. And that looks more dual-ish, I guess. Oh, it is chrome. Okay. There. Yeah, it's got a little... it's not exact. Right, so what do we got up front here? What does that say? Specifically, I'm gonna keep. Okay, so it says Camaro SS, or does it say Classic SS? Not quite sure about that. Not quite sure about anything. Now the image is so damn big, I can't. I'm having to play with it. Okay, cool. We might pull up the other one as well. A little bit bigger. About like that. Hide this one. Okay, yeah, it says like, I think it says like Classic, or it says Camaro or something. don't know. We'll put something of our own, maybe. And it does have a little indicator as well. I just noticed that it has a little indicator right by the on the side on the headlight as well. So we need like a little. It's probably a little marker light. We could do the same as what we just done. Oh, whoops. Let me get those images off the screen here. Oh, you can see. So 0.5 across the board. But we just changed the bulb type. For the bulb type B. Change the indicator type. We can mark this as a headlight. Okay. And then we'll grab another one. These are actually working pretty well. I like them. I want to select this other one. Yeah, okay. Just making sure I get the same lens type. It's fine, whatever it's set at. And then again, 0.5 across the board. And 45. There we go. We could have used one of these, but it's fine. I actually like these, being as like little marker lights. Because then they match as well. They're going to match where they're at. Back up that front picture. Oh, that's the wrong thing. That's the wrong one. So we can kind of see that, yeah, that's about where the marker light's at. It's about the middle of the headlight or so. Which is about where we put it. That's actually, that was a good guess. Okay, I'm happy with that. Let's move on. Editable text. So what kind of text should we do? The one is in cursive. Sort of like this. And it's also Chrome. So grab this. And now we just got to figure out what to label it. We could type classic, I guess. See what that looks like. And we do want it to mirror. Actually, that's not too bad. I might go like all capitals. See what that looks like. Nah, I like the lowercase. Classic. And I want to make this 1.5. Ooh, I like that actually. I like that. Try to make it a little bit thicker. Yes, actually I like that. And when you mirror it to the other side, it does this. It reverses it so it's readable still. Yeah. We'll put that right there. Now it does say SS underneath it, but I think we're going to do something a little bit different, which is what I like to do. This type of engine, let's see, it's a V8. We could do the 402. It's a 402 cubic inch, which could work. We could also put V8 underneath it because it is a V8 engine, or we could put EFI. EFI would also work, which means electronic fuel injection. I think that's only quality features. I might do EFI. Let's also go ahead and lock that. When we need to lock all these, you can click these on the left here. Just lock them all. Okay. So now all of those fixtures are now locked, which is very, very nice. Yeah, I think we'll do EFI. That seems like a statement. We're going to do editable text, that way it mirrors it properly. We're going to find something that looks really good. Don't try these because it puts it backwards. It's weird. That one doesn't quite work like it's supposed to, I don't think. I want nice thick letters, but also in a crazy font. Something that kind of stands out. The reason I'm not doing something like this is because this is the normal game. These letters can't be anything but white, unfortunately. I mean, that'll probably work because you can't color, which is very sad. We'll go white. These, maybe. And then we want it all in capital letters. FI. That don't look too bad. 1.5. I guess saying classic EFI really doesn't make any sense, does it? Ooh, I know it would work. There you go. V8. It's a classic V8. Hey, it's not really, is it though? That's a lie. That's hard. We'll just go classic SS then. Let's grab our lettering here. Let's delete this. We'll grab our lettering. We're going to do white, just like we have been doing. And then it's 1.5, 1.5, and 1.5. Is that the right ones? No, that's not the right ones. Oops. It's these ones. Here we go. There we go. Now 1.5. Or you know what, let's leave it at 1. I think 1 works, actually. Out there. Out there. And then mirror and lock. And it's already got mirror and it's locked. Okay. Let's type in classic SS, and then up here we'll put What kind of lettering? Use these. No, that's way too bold. We could use this lettering. That didn't really work, did it? It kind of overlapped the lettering. Okay, we'll use something else. Maybe we'll just go with the standard. Wait, those signs aren't the chrome ones. These ones are the chrome ones. 0.2 inch. Alright, we gotta scale it down. Why is the letters smaller than the numbers? That's weird. No, I hate it. It's terrible. I need to pick something. I'll show you what these do. So yeah, if you put these down, see, and then they're going to be going this way on the other side. That's why I don't use them. So that's backwards. It is backwards on that one. Suppose we could use these like we were already trying to do. 2 inch. That looks nice. I'm going to make it a little bit thicker though, 1.5. So it kind of pops off the car. Just a little bit. Slide that over. Right there. Oh, we want to mirror it as well. Mirror and lock. .402 cubic, 402 CI, so 402 cubic inch. Not too bad, not too bad. And we just need some standard lettering. Just standard lettering. Go right down the middle. Actually kind of works. The lock is. Unlock it slightly. Nine. Okay. 0.8. 0.8. That's not working, is it? What did we want to haul this car? I'm not sure. Like that, and then one. But we want two. No. Oops. We want one there, but we want two here. Okay. Let's go 0.5. We'll go 1. That's not really working, is it? Ugh. I need to come up with something fast. Oh, this one can be the, said other Camaro was a Wolfing. Let's just, do Wolfing here. I will put it. This will just be the Wolfing SS. Put that. Oh, 1.5. Yeah, that fits in between. And then 0.5, like really skinny letters. And then we'll unlock these slightly down. And then 5. That don't look too bad. And then up here, we need a badge symbol. The one I've been using that says deluxe. Oh, I bet you it says custom right there. Custom deluxe. Yeah, there's a few different cool ones in here, but these ones, they when you mirror them across the car, they're backwards on the other side, so you gotta kind of flip it. Where is the automation symbol? Oh, there it is. I kind of just been using like this. Let's put that lock back on, and then I go 2, 2, 2. Let me just move it right there. Sort of like the symbol of the car. That's what I've kind of been doing. Let's see, what else could we use? I haven't looked at all these badge mods yet. Wait a second, is that what I think it is? It is! Oh, I want it. Want it right there, right on the hood. We gotta have it. It's a little 3D wolf. Very nice. Might actually just use the without the pedestal. Yeah, that looks nice. Actually, I like that. Just have that hood ornament. Nice. Somebody finally got a wolf. Unfortunately, there's no non 3D wolf like a flat. So like a wolf head style. Like, there's animal modes, but there's no wolves, unfortunately. Sad. Okay, and then it's the automation badge again. There it is. Grab this again. I want to put it up here. Oop, not there. So 2, 2, and 2. There we go. Nice. Oh, and then, is this mirrored? No, it's not. Okay, so now it is. Also got to remember to keep locking our fixtures. There we go. That way we don't run into trouble. Okay. That's not bad. I keep saying that, I know. But it's really not. It's really not that bad. Actually looks fairly decent for a car. We do need some door handles though. Let's see, the one I used for my other Camaro is these. These are actually pretty nice, and they go with the classic look. Yep, they go with the classic look of the car here. Actually might make it slightly bigger. Now we can leave that 5. Okay, now 2, 5. 2, 5. It's still. Yeah, you can control Z this game. I just remember that. You absolutely can. Okay, so we got some door handles. I'll lock those in place. Very nice. Now we need some mirrors, and I have just the mirror to go for. Big old truck mirrors. Let's go with I usually go for the round mirror, but go for these. Okay, why are those aligning so weird? Oh, align to surface. There we go. And obviously we gotta make them bigger. 2, 2, and 2. I don't like those. Oh, let's go with these. Just look more sleek. Again, 2. You gotta adjust to same size on all 3 of these when it comes to the mirrors, so they look normal-ish. I guess normal-ish. There we go. Big old square mirrors. Well, I guess not big old square mirrors, but square mirrors nonetheless. Fuel cap. I will be putting a fuel cap on this. What type of fuel cap? Should we just do the standard fuel cap? This I have no. Oh yeah, that's right. This is the the modular fuel tanks for like the sides of semis. I downloaded a lot of mods. We go with this, just your standard, everyday fuel cap. We can also go with a special one. This one looks weird. That looks very weird. Like, what the heck is going on with that? There's also these. Do they have indented ones? I guess they kind of do. These are more like classic. I don't like this. It's a bit big though. What's the difference here? That one's a little smaller. With this. Or up here. We can put it down there. And no longer like that. It's one of those. Oh, they have keyholes. Interesting. Not this. Oh, that actually doesn't look too bad. Let's go with that. That right there. The fuel tank's going to be around this area, so. Go with it half. Yeah, that actually looks good along the body line there. It's a good spot for it. It's like really far back though. Keep messing with it. And of course we're not going to mirror that because there's only one. Okay, that looks nice. We're a little over 2 hours, but we're going to keep going because we're about done with the car. I'm about happy with it. Also, the lift is missing. Why is oh, did I accidentally hit? Oh yeah, you can raise and lower the lift. Toggle the lift. There we go. It's like we kind of need to be showing that. I love my little thing. Alright, back to over to MISC fixtures. I'm gonna put some classic wipers on this. Usually where I put my wipers is center that right there. Because I usually put the first one's going to be locked to the center, and then I raise it up just a little bit, and then we need to rotate. So there you go, and it's going to form to the windshield, so you don't have to worry about that too much. 1.5. Is that too? That's much too long. Okay, so 1.25. 1.25 seems about right for length. Not too bad. And then you also need to 1.25. Need to make it the same. Lower it down just a little bit. Okay, we'll grab a new mirror. And I usually put it about there or so until I adjust. I want the same windshield wipers, or same size windshield wipers. And then what I'll do is I'll take this, I want to adjust there and there-ish. Rotate. There. That's a little bit close. Take just a little bit off. There we go. That looks good. There you go. Got some windshield wipers on there now. Very nice. So we're going to go ahead and lock both of those. I forgot to, or no, we did lock our fuel cap. We did not lock our mirrors though. Or, okay, we did lock those, and those. Okay. And now we'll go to aerial. this one. And you want this one to be cardinal lock on. It's going to look like it's bending outwards, but it's because the body is actually not perfectly flat going across. So it's going to look a little bit weird, but you want the cardinal lock on. I'm actually going to go 1.5, make this one a little bit thicker. And then green is how tall it is. It's a bit tall at the moment, so we're going to go 0.75. Maybe 0.5. I think 0.75 was better. Yeah, a little bit taller than the car. And this is the older style, retractable ones. So some cars are automatic. Is that what I wanted? Yes. Some cars used to have an automatic one where when you shut off the car, it would retract it back into itself. It's actually pretty funny. Or they'd have a button or something to that effect. So yeah, it's not too bad. It's not quite Camaro style, but it's close, I think. I'm quite happy with it. I need to unlock these and move them upwards. I don't know why I put them so low. Yeah, now we can unlock them. Right. So everything else is locked, other than this. We'll lock that as well. Okay, so now we need to do this. Automatic gearbox. Only 3 ratios? Let's do manual. 5-speed manual. 5-speed manual. How fast should our Camaro go? I mean, it does have a modified engine, so we might. Let's shoot for 150 miles an hour. That's quite fast for this car. The spacing. See how the spacing is. So first gear, you can go up to 42 miles an hour. Second gear, 64, 89, 118, and then 152. So let's see, that's jumping out 22 miles an hour. That's jumping up like 25 miles an hour, or 23. And then that one's jumping up from 89. So that's about that, and then the huge jumps. So we want the gearing to be a little bit shorter. Let's go down to like 30. So like first gear you can go 60 miles an hour. That's quite high. Let's shorten it just a little bit, and then we'll shorten our top speed. Or actually, should we lengthen it? And we'll shoot for 151. That's not too bad. Also, second gear goes to 69 miles an hour. Nice. We're gonna go open. We'll go automatic locker. Shoot this all in because I don't care. Radial tires, of course. Do not do cross-ply. Cross-ply tires, there's a reason they got phased out. One of the worst things about cross-ply tires is, if you don't know the difference, I don't know if it'll show it here. We'll see. Cross-ply. Yeah, it will show it here. Okay, so you see these little you see these little channels inside the tread. These little channels inside the tread did not give a way for water to escape out of these channels. So if you were driving in the rain, what would eventually happen, especially if you got into some water, even just the tiniest, even just um, the most shallow of puddles at just about any speeds, really. What would end up happening was the tread would fill with water, and since water can't compress, you cannot compress water. Like you can put liquids inside of a canister to give it pressure, but you cannot compress water. Water does not compress like any other materials. Most liquids don't compress. Sure. But yeah, water specifically does not compress. That's why if you get water into your cylinders, into your engine, and it goes to squeeze that inside the cylinder snaps. Or not the cylinder, the piston snaps, or the engine blows up spectacularly. The hydrolocks, where the pistons can't move. If it doesn't break anything, it eventually will though. So water does not compress, so you would do what's called hydroplaning, and which means you would lose all your traction on the road. The tires would basically float on top of the water, which you'd lose all of the traction possible. There'd be no more traction left. So then you would spin out, and even at the low speeds, it'd be like driving on ice. And that was the same thing with ice as well. Like if you were driving in really cold weather, your tires could like freeze over. They would fill with snow or fill with water and then freeze, and things like that. Just all kinds of different issues. So they created the radial tires, which, see the difference here? It allows the moisture to escape out the sides of the tire. So if too much water gets filled in here, it'll escape out the sides of the tire. That was the major difference, one of the main differences there. You can still hydroplane, but it's a lot harder. It has to be a puddle that's deep enough to where the water can't escape, essentially. So yeah, we could do chunky off-roads, cross-supply chunky off-roads. So these are more like tractor tires. All terrains, utility, hard life compound. The medium compound, that's about what you would see on like really, really old vehicles like Model A's and T's and stuff. Model A's, Model T's, and things like that. We're going to have to go with sports tires because of how much torque and horsepower we have. I'm going to go with we'll go with the 215s on the front. 215s. Let's go with 15-inch rims because that was standard back in the day. I'll go with 215 75. Let's go 215 70. So if you didn't know the bigger number, the 215, if you watch the tire very closely, that's the how thick it is across. So yeah, the thicker, the more traction. The thinner, the less traction, essentially. So yeah, we're going to go with 215s. 205s and 215s were I'd say pretty standard back in the day. But since we have such a powerful engine on the rears, let's go to 305s. Those are a bit thick. Okay, 305s a bit thick. 295s. We're going to pretend that the cylinders are cut out. I also want to unlock this. tires are so much different. Okay. I like that. We'll go with that. Yeah, we'll go with 295s and we'll pretend that we cut the fenders out. We could also go back to body molding, and we could give this a little bit thicker body on the rear. Turn it into more of a dragster. And then we could give it 305s. There we go. So give it a little bit thicker of an ass to give it bigger tires. Okay, I like that. Rim material steel. We do need to change the wheels or change the rims. I just don't remember how. I'm trying to remember how I changed the damn wheels. Like, here's the wheels. How do we change the wheel type or the rim type? I do not remember. I remember it was an option. I just don't remember where that option is. Ah, yeah. So I'm just an idiot. That's all. Go back to fixtures. It's actually over here. Wheels. I'm just an idiot. That's fine. So we do got some mods and stuff like that. Oh, we pack 2. Got it here. Nothing. MD's rim pack. Got it here. Got some of these. Those aren't too bad. Let's see. You can kind of see if they don't have too many rims in the pack. Okay, those. Oh, so I guess now that I got that mod, I can get my proper rims on my Caprice now. Get some chrome rims here. Ooh, no thanks. Try to use modded. I want to use some modded rims. Did they have any muscle rims though? They do not. I don't know, they don't got any classic muscle rims. Hubcap rim. Oh. Off-road rims. Why are these set to off-road? It's not really off-road. At least not in my opinion. Is it not? Very strange. What's this? Oh. Okay. No. Definitely not. Ooh, I just saw. So these rims are pretty good. These rims are pretty good. Some of them. BF Goodrich. No. Yeah. We're playing GTA 5 all of a sudden. $sign rims. Ooh. Oh, heck yeah. There we go. There we go. Nice. Those actually look pretty good. I like those. I like that it puts the lettering on there as well. I'm guessing, though, if you were to, say, paint your rims. Yeah. These, we need to paint these, not chrome, we need to paint these. I need to add a paint color, white. No shine, no flake. Okay. Then we need to go back to this primary. Let's do like a black. No, that's too black. So kind of like, do chrome. Apply. Secondary. Apply. That one. Apply. Where's the center? So the center, I definitely want chrome, but oh wait, no, I want to edit that one. I actually want to add a new one. Or we just do that, that's fine too. No flake. Or alt flake. Yes. That looks cool, actually. Same with that. No, we don't. Do not paint the tire tread. Okay. That actually looks pretty cool, I think. Yeah, some like specialty rims and things. Okay. The other thing I wanted to do, this, which we're going to have to change. You know what? Cancel that. We'll just leave it as it is. We'll have metallic flakes in it. Just too lazy to change. Plus we're running out of time anyway. And that doesn't look too bad. I like it. I like this mod as well. This mod's pretty cool. Nice job on those rims. I think we're pretty much done with everything, aren't we? Oh, we did forget one thing. Back to pictures. Back to MISC. Yeah, we did forget one thing. We forgot a door lock. But I don't want that one. I want this one. Is this the one I want? That's the same one. Wait a minute. No, not that one either. No, they only have. What's this? Oh, those are the. Okay, so if we take this scale, go to 0.25. There we go. That looks like a standard lock. Actually do cardinal lock on as well. It should morph to the body. It's not doing that though. Line to surface, fine. And we'll go ahead and add a lock. Okay, good. So yeah, and then, like I said before, to save the changes, we're gonna go back to main menu. And then you click on it, changes, yeah. And you go back to revise. And there we go. Okay. So like I said, we're almost done with the car. We're going to go to 3 hours today. Because like I said, we're so close. And since this is a modified car with some newer stuff in it, I'm just going to do I guess it's just going to be solid disc, 12 inches. We'll leave the brake force, rear brakes, solid disc. Also, 2 piston count. The rear one might. We'll just do 2 piston. Make that as max as well. Pad type. We're just gonna leave everything for now, and see what this says here. Under tray, none. So no active arrow other than the rear wing. And we'll adjust that at some point as well. Because like I said, we need to adjust this. So the Camaros did have rear seats. They had a single. Oh, can we not do a double? Okay, we'll just. They did have rear seats, so we'll just leave that. Standard interior. Luxury 8-track. Photograph. AM. Why can't we select unlocks 1976? Oh, okay. So why is the luxury 8-track there but the basic 8-track? That's a bit weird. I think they need to adjust that. Just up that, that's fine. Power steering, we will be putting hydraulic power steering in it. Obviously, no traction. Advanced 1970, sure. And we'll leave everything else. Standard springs, gas monotube. Okay. So now we got a whole bunch of list of stuff to fix. So the brakes suffer from brake fade, reducing drivability, and sportiness. Try to increase brake size. Well, we're not going to do that specifically. We will be upping brake pad type. Are they still suffering from brake fade? Why are they suffering from brake fade? Is it the front brakes? I can't increase this anymore. Okay. Let's raise this up to 110. Will that be enough? Okay. And then rear brake force needs to be way down. I'm looking at this chart, by the way, so you can see the solid line is the brakes, the brake effectiveness, essentially. And then this is the dotted lines are the rear grips. So, we don't need a huge amount of brake force. So 50 will do. Okay, still suffering from brake fade. We'll go to 70. Just because of that engine we got in there. Okay. Alright, now we did fix that. Okay. And then we're going to lower this down, back down to 100%. Okay, that'll be 105 will do. And then our pad size, or not our pad size, so this is adjusting the brake disc itself, the diameter of it. So obviously the smaller the diameter, go down to 10 inch, and then put our brake force up just a little bit. 55. The reason you don't need as much brake force in the rear as to the front is because the front is where the engine's at. That's where the engine and the transmission, most of the weight is actually placed up at the front, so you need more brake force in order to slow the car down. Because most of the weight's in the front of the car. and then you don't need you don't need anywhere near as much on the rear because there's almost nothing in the rear usually, unless you've overloaded the trunk. But you can't. I don't think you can overload the trunk past the weight of the engine. I guess if you did, you would have a lot of problems. Okay, they suffer from brake fade still. Okay. I guess it was quite happy with that, so we'll leave it at that. The car has severe issues with wheel spin, adjusting gearing, adding traction control, which we cannot do because of the gear. We're not going to decrease the power. So try adding traction. So that'll be wheels. Okay. So rear grip, you can see the rear grip. And the rear force, it's just absolutely nuts. So oversteer, so we're understeering quite badly. As you can see this drop right here. So will this fix it? Okay, no, that will not fix it. We'll go with 305s still. So what we'll do instead then is let's play with the gearing then instead. So our spacing. Okay, that did not fix it. Sometimes you can play with the gearing. Yeah, see, the gear 4 to gear 5 is the worst. See, we got a lot of wheel spin in gear 1. And gear 2 is even worse, and gear 3 is even worse than that. Let's leave this at the 50. That'll help. That kind of separates it out a little bit. We can try increasing top speed. 328 miles an hour. That actually fixed it. Look, gear 1, you can in the first gear you can go almost 100 miles an hour. Yeah, no. We can go to 205. That's the most I'm willing to do. Let's just go open. Will that fix it? The wheel spin? We could do a manual walker for the rear end. That way it increases the drivability just a little bit. Okay, back to the wheels. Even putting these up to 335. We still have a lot of wheel spin. So that's not helping at all. We might have to just deal with the wheel spin. Try 60. Jeez. I just have no grip with this motor. uh, Why does it have very little wheel spin, and then it has a lot of wheel spin in gear 2? I'm wondering if that's not correct. Could possibly be this game's still in alpha, so. 6392. Let's just go back to this. 256. That really helps. 328. That's pretty insane. Oh wait. We do 256. Brakes suffer from brake fade. Of course they do. You know why? Because we're going 256 miles an hour. And the brakes suffer from brake fade again. Nope, they still suffer from brake fade. Race brakes. Straight up race brakes. Happy? Okay, Gator's happy. I don't have traction control. That's okay. You can see, I don't have traction control. We'll just have to deal with it. There's nothing I can do. We'll just have to ignore it. Alright, wheel spin significantly. Okay, try adjusting carrying wheels or the differential. We tried a manual locker and that still does not help. The car's handling tends to understeer, reducing drag. Consider adding front grip. Okay, that could help. We can do that. We can go to 215. Okay, that did help. And the dampeners are too hard. 68. 157. Yeah, it's too hard. 34. Still too hard. Jeez. 12. Okay. They suffer from a little bit of brake fade still. The short gearing is the rear tires are wide for the chosen tire compound and the mode that they carry. Try decreasing rear tire width. I like my 305s. Does that fix it? 295. That's just something worthy of note, I guess. Let's go to 315s. Oh, that fixed a few things, actually. They suffer from brake fade still. I don't know what more we can do. We go down. Brakes still suffer from brake fade. Sometimes decreasing your brake force can actually fix that because they're not able to brake as hard as well. But they still suffer from brake fade no matter what. Okay, we'll go back up to 100. We can go to 120. Fix it. Nope. It's high compared to grip, so we'll go back down to 100. That'll kind of suffer it. It might be the rear brakes that are causing the brake fade. Nope, they're not. So we can't get that any better. We'll just have to have a little bit of brake fade. That's probably the best we're going to get. Obviously, we're heavily marketing towards the towards the muscle premium. A little bit of track, a little bit of super, apparently, a little bit of hyper, a little bit of GT and GTP. Track P, track premium, a little bit of light sport premium. Like, it's definitely race, you can tell what we're trying to market towards. We're going to rename this to... Okay, so I don't know when that happened, when I screwed that up, but we did a bunch of adjustments to the brakes and things like that. So we are now down to this. So we do got severe wheel spin issues and stuff like that. But like I said, I don't know when that happened, so I'm just going to kind of go through when it got messed up. So I'm just going to go through. So these are the type of rims we painted them, chrome and all that. So we've got a longitudinal rear-wheel drive, manual gearbox, 5-speed, 205 miles an hour, spacing is 50, manual locker for the differentials. So we can manually lock it or unlock it. Radial tires, tire choice with sport, 215s for the front, 315s for the rear. We did body morph outwards so that the tires would fit. Those are quite wide. No, we really don't want to go any wider. Material, so there's all that. The brakes, they're solid discs because of the year. Solid discs is the only thing that existed back then. So we went with this 110 brake force, solid disc to size 12, but the brake force is rear because the front brake force you need way more than that because that's where the weight is, the engine and transmission. And the rear weight, you don't need that as much. And we got the aerodynamics and all that. So we've got everything there. So yeah, pretty nice. Everything's looking decent. And the rear seating. Like I said, I don't know where OBS screwed up on there. I just noticed that OBS wasn't working properly. So I don't know exactly where. I'll have to check the footage. Unfortunately. This is going to be a little bit of a screwed up video. I think I was trying to delete something. I might have accidentally screwed that up, maybe. That might have been me. It could have been OBS. I'm not sure at this point. Ooh, let's lower the ride height. Yeah. It's all the way down. Jeez. We'd also do... Heck yes, man. Okay, let's lower this down to 11 inches. That's fine. Max quality, sure. Why not? Testing. We've already done it. And then summary. So this is what we got. And also just renamed it as well, the Kodiak. So call it the Wolfang. Since the other one, the other Camaro, the Z28 body style, we call it the Wolfang. This is just a Camaro SS, so the Wolfang SS. Got to name it something. Don't want to be directly copying off of everything. So can I change? Oh, I can't change ride height between tires, or between the front and the rear. Otherwise, I'd lower the fronts, raise the rears. Unfortunate. Okay, so now that we're done there, not a bad car there. Not a bad car. We're going to save the car. And alrighty, we got our car saved. So we're so close to not being able to upload this onto what should I call it? Up onto Rumble. So we need to go ahead and end it here. Unfortunately, we'll have to come back and do a little bit extra. Unfortunately, just out of time. That's okay though. Yeah. Until next time, maybe we'll play this for Sunday Driver again. Maybe we won't. We'll see. But yeah, that's going to be it for this one. Hope you enjoyed this game. Definitely worth a pickup, especially if you own BeamNG Drive. It's definitely worth a pickup. And the reason that is because you can export these cars. So this is really cool that the developers of BeamNG Drive and the developers of this game, Automation, they kind of came together a little bit and decided that they wanted to. So BeamNG Drive is more of the crash cars style, the destruction style of game, and this game is more of the car building style, the campaign. If you want to go through your career as a car company, or you can just design your own car, just like this in sandbox mode style. And yeah. So now what you can do is you can export your car to BeamNG Drive. So once you design the car, it takes the all of the data from this game, saves it into a car mod, compresses it down, puts it into a mod that BeamNG Drive can recognize, and then automatically puts it into the mods folder for BeamNG Drive for you. So then all you got to do is go over to BeamNG Drive, to the game, if you own both, of course. Go into BeamNG Drive, and you can then go into the game and drive your car if you want. So, not too bad, not too bad. Go back. So, like I said, that's going to be it for this episode. Again, hope you enjoyed. And until next time, until the next Sunday Drive, just see what we do then. Hey, goodbye.